talking about a man, that sold more singles than Wham, Britney Spears, and Lady Gaga. And way back in his decade, literally, he was the biggest selling single artist of that decade. I know, hard to believe, isn't it? Who are we talking about, though? And once again, he's on the comeback trail. Will you bite this time around? Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here. Nice to have your company. It's strange, isn't it, when you talk about huge bands, because we often think about mega bands like the Rolling Stones, U2, Crosby, Stills and Nash, the Beatles, as I say, all of those greats, they always get put into that box. But there are other people that are under the radar that are equally as talented, that have sold exactly the same amount of singles, but for somehow have been forgotten in the annals of time. I'm not sure why. But this particular man really shot to fame in the early 80s, all thanks to appearing in a wonderful stage musical in London based on the life of Elvis Presley. It is the Welsh wonder himself, Shakin' Stevens. Absolutely. Now, for many of us in that particular generation, we loved his hit songs, This Old House and the Frankie Vaughan cover, Green Door, which was a huge success. Mega hit after mega hit followed, including You Drive Me Crazy and the perennial festive favourite, Merry Christmas Everyone, which still goes to the top of the charts every year on those streaming services. You see, if you get a Christmas hit right, it can be a friend forever. Just ask Mariah Carey. Oh boy, did she hit lucky with that track, yeah? Now, what's interesting here is Shakin' Stevens has been out of the limelight for a considerable amount of time now, but still making music on the back burner. Last year, he toured with another fabulous rock band, Status Quo, but now he's back with a new album. 75 years old, trim as ever, allegedly can still get into the double denim, and back, as I say, with new music. He basically said he wanted to take some time out because, of course, he knew the style of brand was changing. And in the world of pop, the thing you have to remember is there's a moment in time when you have to step away from the microphone, leave it for a while, and come back. Now, as I say, the new album launches in April. There's a new single also around about the same time. But I just wanted to share this particular story with you because it's fascinating when you think that he literally sold millions and millions of records, as I say, outstripping the likes of Britney Spears. And when you consider that as well, it's phenomenally successful, yet not necessarily noted in the musical history books. Now tell me, did you buy Shakin' Stevens records? What were your particular favourites? And what was his attraction? I mean, I thought he was an incredible mover, singer, and just a great performer on stage, electrifying, as we saw literally in the Elvis musical. But what made him so successful in that particular decade? I'd love to know your particular memories, your favourite tracks of that Welsh wonder from Cardiff that is the brilliant entertainer, Shakin' Stevens. And can you believe it's almost 40 years ago plus since his very first hit? I know, frightening. Neil Sean in the very heart of England.